Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. Friday night NBA action. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined by Bryan Leonard, and we're going to break down New Orleans at Oklahoma City. Bryan, this is one of those second of a home-and-home series. These two teams played on Wednesday night. We're taping on Thursday, game being played on Friday, so they did have a day in between. And you'll look at this one, the Oklahoma City Thunder were waiting for that big run because they dug themselves a hole. Not fair to say they dug themselves a hole. Injuries dug them a hole.
Right.
Now, the team's healthy. They're playing good basketball. But there's a lot of teams in front of them that, they want to get up the ladder. And right now, they're on the outside looking in. They got to actually get into the playoffs. One of the teams they're chasing is this New Orleans team. And they took care of business in the front half of this when they went into New Orleans on Wednesday night and got the win, a game they needed to get because this, as I said, one of the teams they're chasing to get into those 8 playoff spots.
Yeah, these two teams are pretty much a mirror of each other coming into the season. They had the injury problems out of Oklahoma City, and New Orleans started the year slow. I believe it's 10-23 at one point. So you got both teams now starting to build some momentum, sitting in the 9-10 spots out in the Western Conference. Now, the top 8 teams in the Western Conference, each team has a winning record on the road. Neither one of these teams do. That may become a problem as we go along. You mentioned the game on Wednesday yesterday. Each team had an 11-point lead in the game, but Oklahoma City came in at the end of the game and started to put the pedal to the metal, as they say. Westbrook scores 45 points. Interesting the way these teams play. Oklahoma City really doesn't take care of the ball very well. The assist-to-turnover ratio is one of the lowest in the league, even though they're not, and also they're not a very good shooting team. But a lot of that has to do with what happened before the two stars got into the game, where you have New Orleans is a better rebounding team, and they're a good shooting team, and they're starting to come on now. So you go back to this game the other day, on Wednesday, very nip-and-tuck game. The total actually closed basically where it was supposed to be. But Oklahoma City had that last run, and it was because of Westbrook got hot. And as we've seen before out of Westbrook, he's going to shoot whether he's hot or not.
Exactly.
And that's the problem you run into, especially when Kevin Durant, is out, and he was out last game. He's missed 4 of the last 5 with a bad big toe, as they say.
Yeah. Well, those big toes can hurt. As a Pittsburgh Steeler guy, I remember, was it Jack Lambert that had the toe injury, missed games, and everybody, the big tough guy.
Felt bad for him.
Yeah, I know, you hate the Steelers. Looking at this one, you're not actually going to go with the side, though. You're looking at the total. And I got to figure this is going to be like a playoff atmosphere type game, and I'm sure that's probably where you're going to go. So I'm not going to steal your thunder and let you go ahead and elaborate.
Yeah, not only did they just see the way they played, each team saw the way they played, they know they can't leave Westbrook alone. He's going to shoot the basketball. They need to do some double coverage on him. They just saw that, so I think that'll be one of the ways that New Orleans attacks this. This is very similar to the NBA playoffs. You mentioned how much this game means to both of these teams. Well, when you take a look at the NBA playoffs, a common thread is whatever the score is in the first game, it's going to be lower in game 2. And that's just the way it is. Once you've played that team and you know exactly what kind of moves that you just saw, it's not the other teams in the league that you got to worry about. It's just this one team. You know where they want to go with the ball. You want to get there. You slow it down. That's what you got to do on both sides of this. And the game is so important right now, especially that New Orleans lost that last game. They need to come out here and play a good game here because they're the underdog. When it comes to these two and Phoenix, as well as Phoenix has played, Oklahoma City's got just as good a chance to make that playoff spot as they do because of their experience.
I'll add one thing to everything that you said, the fact that this is a home and home. So often, home and homes are back-to-back nights. This is not. The teams have a day of rest, which also means a day of practice, which adds to what you're just saying. You can't make too many adjustments when you're playing back-to-back nights because you've got travel going to the other city and everything else. But whenever you've got the day in between, it's an even bigger factor to make the game adjustments that you want. Give the team rest. Because we've always said, tired teams don't play good defense. It takes more energy to play defense than it does to play offense. And now they got a day off. to do it, practice what they saw the night before. I agree with you. I think you got a great play here, and let's go ahead and make it official. Brian says to take under New Orleans at Oklahoma City on Friday night, and I can't disagree with him. Guys, check out this weekend over at wagertalk.com. We do it every weekend. You can get it from Thursday through Monday. You can pick your favorite capper, get all of his plays for $69. And guys, we got some guys on some pretty good runs right now. You can check it out at the site. And as we always do every week, we give you a video coupon. This week's coupon, it pains me to do it, but we'll give the Pats their due, and we're going to make the coupon PATS 10. The word PATS and the number 10, you'll get $10 off anything this weekend. You can use that coupon. Just enter it in the coupon box at checkout. That's it. We're going to come right back for some Saturday basketball action next. WagerTalk.com.